At about 9 a.m. this morning, we felt two distinct tremors, an earthquake. So I went online and did a little bit of digging, and it turns out that while the city of Guayaquil, which is about 400 kilometers away from here, was running an earthquake preparedness response drill, an earthquake struck smack dab in the middle of Guayaquil. These are very easily verifiable facts, especially if you speak Spanish. So I'm not going to waste time arguing or debating or talking about conspiracy theories, preschool shit. So let me recount the facts here on the ground in Ecuador. While the city of Guayaquil was running an earthquake response drill, an earthquake struck. So as far as I'm concerned, there are three possible explanations for this. A, an explanation which we're just going to toss out because we ain't dumb or naive. Coincidence. B, we have the technology to predict earthquakes when and where they're going to happen with the accuracy of, a couple of 100 miles down to an hour as far as the time is concerned. And we're basically not telling the people all over the world when and where these earthquakes are going to happen. Or we have the capabilities to cause earthquakes on demand. Now, anybody who's halfway intelligent, of course, knows that we have the capabilities, right? All you got to do is explode one of these bombs anywhere, especially on the ground, and the earth is going to shake, right? Nikola Tesla described having an earthquake machine about a century ago. Okay, so obviously the technology to make the earth shake had existed for many, many, many years. Now, I guess whether or not that's being used is debatable, I guess. So again, in this particular case, either the scientists, governments, the authorities have the capabilities to predict earthquakes exactly when and where, with great accuracy, when and where they're going to happen, and they're not warning us ahead of time. Pretty fucked up option. Or option B, they are causing earthquakes when and where they want them to happen. Pretty fucked up option as well. Either way is not good, people. And again, this is no conspiracy theory. This is just a man trying to make sense of the world he lives in, based on verifiable, empirical data. The earth fucking shook under my feet, and the TV is telling me that they were running an earthquake response drill, exactly where the earthquake happened. Okay, so you draw your own conclusions. If you see other options than the ones I presented, you let me know. On a somewhat related note, half an hour's drive away from our former neighborhood in Northern California, just a few weeks ago, there were 60 separate yet simultaneous fires that devastated a certain Santa Rosa neighborhood and the surrounding areas. 60 separate simultaneous fires that took a couple of hours to level houses to the ground. And even though the media did not hesitate to off the bat call them wildfires, to this day they have not been able to provide us with an explanation of how nature starts 60 simultaneous separate fucking fires in a close proximity to one another. So if you know how nature could do these things, You let me know. But for now, we're going to call natural disasters a fucking hoax. Well, some of them anyway. So, suffice it to say, again, if you have some other option that explains what I experienced today, you let me know. And again, these are easily verifiable facts. Look it up. So unless you have a third, a third explanation that would paint our governments, our controllers as the benign big brother that most of y'all think they are, I'm going to say this much. Keep your eyes open, be aware, get ready, and be safe.